Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Stormworks yet again, and today, you might be wondering why we are stood at the top of a volcano. Well, I'm going to start a short mini-series where we have to build an all-terrain vehicle that can actually drive to the top of this mountain, slash volcano. It has to do it over this little patch of water right here, so we start on that side. It has to be able to get to there from the airport over there somewhere. Drive all the way here, it then has to cross over the water, whether it goes over or under and through, and then it has to climb all the way to the top of this volcano. How is that gonna go? I have no idea, but let's go ahead and start building, shall we? Okay, so nobody said that the driver had to actually go inside, so instead of messing around with windows all the time, let's just go ahead and do a driver's seat right there. And, I don't know, maybe he'll just be sat on the outside. I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, but maybe. So, let's go straight to tracks. No, actually, sorry, tank. Tank. Yeah, here we go. And we can probably go with, like the actual small wheels. So I would like to go with these all the way around. What I'm going to do is actually go forwards and upwards one with this. In fact, actually, I'd like this to go out by one. So do this right here. Delete these guys. Have this go outwards. Go ahead and shove one of those guys onto there. Build this into here and do this. One there. Put this guy right here like so. Yes. And get ourselves a sprocket. All right. Shove that straight into there. Looks a bit weird, but don't worry about it just yet. If we go backwards from there, we're going to go ahead and do something weird back here too. Shove that guy into there like that. We're going to get another one of these and essentially do the exact same thing. And there we go. I don't know which way the arrows should be going, actually. Does it say anywhere? I don't know. Right, okay, cool. So if I spawn this in, that is what it currently looks like. I don't think that looks particularly good, so we need to change it up. Okay, I've moved the guy forwards where he's actually going to be sitting. What I actually think about that, though, is that that is fine, but I am going to be moving it even further forwards. So cut this. Drag this guy forwards like that, there we go. Shove these guys together so they actually fit, and fill in all the center, if possible. So go from here forwards. Oh, I can't actually work out what's even gone on here. What's that piece? Merge that and that, there we go. And now I'm going to do stuff on the back edge as well. Fill those guys in. In fact, delete that, shove this guy under here like this, I think, and shove those guys together. Looks a bit weird, but that's okay. We're then going to do this guy right here as well. Just like this, actually. Here we go. Bosh. Okay. It's an odd one, but kind of looks cool. Okay, so now what we need to do is figure out where the rest of these things are actually gonna go. So I'm thinking we go backwards from there, probably like two. We then add a small wheel onto those, obviously. So do that. Yeah, I think that actually works out fine. We're gonna do the same from here, so how close is it actually to there? I think that's right. There we go. Grab one of these, shove it onto there, and bosh. Okay. We're then going to put another one here and another one here. Hopefully we can actually fit those in. However, that might be kind of challenging. Nope, that totally works. Spawn it in, see what it looks like. That is going to work. I don't know what's going on with these two in the center, but that is going to work. Okay, I replaced those ones with actual wheels. Whether that looks good or bad, I'm not so sure, but I think I like it. This is looking good so far, I think. Yeah. What I might do is actually drop the guy's seat down slightly. We then need to actually make some sort of flotation device. I don't know how I'm going to make this float, but we'll get to it. Alright, so I've got rid of all of those pieces in the center. I am now going to try and make it floaty a bit. So I'm going to shove that guy into there, and I'm going to do this. Alright, that's going to go all the way backwards to, I think, there. Yeah. Alright, cool. We're then going to have to make it even floatier by doing this all the way across there. And again at the ends, I'm going to do this and this. Fill that in. Yes, okay. Can do a very similar thing at the front, so fill this in right here. That should now technically probably float, maybe. We're also then going to go ahead and do this guy down the center, and now we actually do have a flotation area. If I spawn that in, what does it look like? Still looks fine. Alright, so since that is actually the case, I'm going to go ahead and build these guys up a little bit. That looks very strange, but we're gonna get away with it, I think. Okay, that is okay with me, I guess? So we should be able to sort of drive this if we manage to get the controls panels and stuff like that on there. So what I'm going to do now is try and move this guy slightly forwards. I would love to actually have it go down, but I'm not going to do that. And we need to try and make sure it fits in here. So what I'm going to do is merge this guy down. I'm then going to grab one of these and shove it onto there like this. And yeah, maybe we could actually have this guy inside. I don't think so, but I don't know. I guess it would have been possible. Ooh, that's not possible. That's not what we want. But what I could do is this, and then that bit actually looks like it sort of fits. I think. I think. Alright, cool. Let's go and shove this guy into there, do this, and wham. Okay. That's looking a little bit better, I think. Yeah. We can do this. Right, so, now that we've got all of that done, let's go ahead and get ourselves some pipes really quickly. For now, these are actually just going to be for show, but we might actually end up sort of using these, which is kind of a weird feature, but there you go. So these are currently 10 long. Let's go across about 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And we're going to shove these guys into there just like this. 1 and 2. Okay, spawn that in, and wham! Okay, yeah. I'm going to add some motors to these. I'm going to get the microcontroller for the actual tracks, and we'll see how this works. Okay, current situation, we are actually on the move. I've added 2 small little motors on the front, as you guys can see, and 2 pretty decently sized batteries on the back. Realistically, those are still small batteries. But in this situation, they seem pretty large. But that's fine. Everything seems to actually be working out, which is exactly what we wanted. Yeah. The thing is, though, we're not going to have this thing be battery powered. It is going to be diesel powered. So I need to come up with a nice little engine that we can shove on there that'll work out, maybe. However, before we do any of that, we need to actually test this thing in some water, so let's get it to a ramp and see how it handles it. Oh, I didn't think about this actually. The propellers don't actually propel you in water. In real life, that is somewhat like a real thing that you can do. In Stormworks, that is not a thing, so we are going to have to add some sort of propulsion to this thing to allow it to go across water. However, we are sailing into the ocean right now. I say sailing, we are driving very slowly. These 2 motors need a gearbox, but it's working. We are going, and we'll be there very soon. I didn't expect this to be so slow. 10 hours later. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. All right, here we go. All I want to see is if it will actually float. Realistically, I could have just spawned it in using a workbench in a floaty area, but what? Do we actually weigh that much that even though there is air inside this thing, we are just gonna cruise along on the bottom of the ocean? That makes no sense. I was literally dying, so I turned off player damage, but why is this the way that it is? Question mark? Is there some sort of empty, maybe there's a hole in it. There has to be. This is the interior. There is actually no hole in this thing? What? It already weighs too much for itself without any fuel and or diesel. The engine. That's what I meant to say. That's not good. In fact, that's very bad. Unless I maybe wear a scuba suit so that we can travel through water. That could be pretty fun, to be fair. Maybe we have to put on diving equipment to travel across water. But then we need some sort of snorkel. Oh, that makes things even more difficult. Not sure what to do now. But yeah, it does actually drive around down there, so I guess that sort of works. That is so stupid. That is very, very stupid. But I love it. So, height-wise, we are pretty much the same height as the vehicle itself, unless you count the seat, obviously. But, yeah, this is strange. I'm just thinking in my head what I actually want to do with this, and how I'm gonna actually do it. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. But for now, I'm going to end this video here. In the next one, I think I'm going to add an engine to this, and then we're going to try and figure out some sort of buoyancy system that I can maybe employ, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Goodbye.